Hey, good night. Welcome to the House of Stars. I'm your girl Star. And today, right now, who we're going to be talking about, somebody that's been highly requested by popular demand, Karrueche Tran. I think I'm saying it right. I don't know if it's Karrueche or Karrueche. I think it's Karrueche, but that girl needs to walk around with a sign with a phonetic on it because honestly, I've heard so many different versions of what her name is. And I think usually that has a lot to do with the energy of wanting to be seen but not seen. Hence why she actually has, people have a hard time actually saying her name. I usually find that about people that, like my first name is Tashia. And I kind of set out the energy where people are going to always have a hard time saying my name. So no matter how much I tell you my name, people always pronounce it wrong. So I just say, you know what, just call me Tia. But yeah, you guys actually know my real name now. So yeah. Okay, so this video is not going to be as long as the rest of them, considering that we're only going to be talking about Karrueche Tran on this video. Of course, if you have any suggestions on anybody else that you'd want me to read, please leave it in the comment box. Another thing, I notice a lot of people are not following my page, which is my House of Stars page on Facebook. So what I'm actually going to start doing, following these celebrity reading episodes, is doing an Ask Star. Okay, I have a lisp. Okay, and we're doing an Ask Star. So meaning I will answer questions for anybody. It could be it's only one question. Sorry. And what I need for you to do is just to say in your name, your date of birth, and your location, and whatever alias you decide to go by, whatever name that you want to go by. Because of course I want to be able to, protect people's privacy with whatever they are asking me. So the email is in the description box, which is HouseofStarres@live.com. So if you have a specific question that you would like to ask, also you can send a photo as well. Photo is really great because it makes it a lot easier for me to pick up on you as well. And then the following video that I do, I'll be answering the questions that you guys have. Okay, so for Karrueche Tran, okay, we are going to tap into her love, the way she loves, first, or in her personality, her sex language, and then again, what is around her. So right now, I actually have you guys linked up against my laptop. So I have a picture of her right now, and I'm just looking at her. It's actually a very beautiful picture of her. I think she's a beautiful girl, but hey, that's me. And yeah, so before we start, actually, what I wanted to let you guys know, I still have my House of Stars 20 minutes for $20 special, the 2020 special. This is a way that people can actually get insight at a very affordable rate. And as well, if you have one or two questions that are not too crazy, long or long-winded for me to go into, this is why I kind of developed this price, so it worked out for everybody. So 2020 special, $20 for 20 minutes. I take e-transfer, that's only if you're in Canada, PayPal, and any major credit card for payment. So what you just need to do is, if you can actually send a booking through the Facebook page on the time and date that you would like to get the reading on, and send the payment, then we can get that started as soon as possible. So excuse me, I'm just trying to position myself. It's a very awkward space that I'm in right now, where I do these videos. And my back, okay. So yeah, so let's just move into it. So I'm just going to open up with prayer, and then we're going to channel the energy and the essence of Karrueche Tran. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raziel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Metatron, we call upon you right now in the name of Jesus to be here in the midst right now as we do a reading on Karrueche Tran and channeling her spirit right now in Jesus' name, her energy right now in Jesus' name. I pray that everyone that's watching this video is protected and filled with light, and that we're all protected, and we're sending positive energy and positive vibes to each and every one of us that are spectating this video right now. In Jesus' glorious name, amen. Okay. The first image I got of Karrueche Tran, I'm not sure if she's a smoker, but I just saw her leaning over like smoking a cigarette. So that says to me right now, where she is right now, she is extremely stressed. I get the sense that a lot of stress is coming from all the media attention that she's getting. This is a woman that, of course, is seen with Chris Brown all the time. She does have friends that are in the industry, but she kind of doesn't really like to be in the spotlight. Like, she likes it, but she doesn't like it. She likes the way that she's seen, but at the same time, she likes to not be seen. It's like she's a seen unseen. You know what I mean? She's actually a very fragile spirit. I take her very much like almost like she's like a little mouse, so to speak. You know what I mean? She's kind of a person where she kind of scurries away and she sits in the background. I feel like she's most likely a person that has a lot of strong personality or strong energy type friends, just because she kind of needs them around her to build her up. So I got this here. This is all I have here in her picture. But I got this here, if you guys see it. Karrueche Tran and her birthday or date of birth or whatever. So the date of birth that I found is May 17th, 1988. So meaning she's born under the sun sign of Taurus. So what I see from a Taurus and who she is, she's a very, of course, loving person. She's very open to everybody that comes across her path, and she always wants to be of help and assistance to everybody. She's definitely a person that puts everyone else before herself. Hence why she always finds herself in positions where she's neglected or she gets backstabbed a lot because she's just not sourcing out the right people. I swear, like, she can see good in the devil just because the blood of Jesus. Just because she wants to be able to help whoever comes across her path to success the person she is. I sense that I feel like she gets that attribute from having like either a younger sibling. I'm not sure if she has a younger sibling. I'm picking up maybe a guy or boy or whatever. But I get that sense of why she has that kind of big sister, I want to care for you and put you first kind of mentality, because it comes from taking care of a younger sibling. I do see that she's a person that had a little bit of mommy issues. I feel like she was a person that there was a lot of demands put on her from the way that she was raised, a lot of expectation. And hence why she's the person that she is. She's really still in a stage of maturing and still learning to love herself. It's obviously obvious what we're seeing in the news and things that she is going through, that there is a strong sense of not loving herself. And it's not because it's like she's insecure and she just wants to make everyone beat her up. It's really because she's not used to having to put herself first. And I feel like right now she's coming into a place with herself where she's learning to actually stand up for herself. But the way that she's learning how to stand up for herself is not really dropped down into her essence. Meaning that is a lot of outside influence, and what people are saying to her is what's allowing her to feel like, yeah, I can do it. You know what I mean? But there's still a strong sense of weakness that is there around her. When it comes to Chris Brown, of course, we know she really does love him. And I mentioned it in my last video. I do feel like there is like a brother-sister lineage connected together from a past life, because she's absolutely so understanding when it comes to dealing with him. Like, when she sees the things he does, like, opposed to somebody that would look at it because I love him, I let him do the things that he does. She looks at it as like, no, but you have to understand who Chris is. This is why I stand by who he is, and this is why he does the things he does. So it's more on a personable level and a respect level, and why she deals with the things that he does and what he goes through, because she sees the essence of the person that he is. It has nothing to do with the fact that she is weak and she loves him and she wants the money or whatever the case may be, or she has no respect for herself. She genuinely loves this man unconditionally. She really wants to help him. She really wants to be that person in his corner that is real, that is pure. But what she's not understanding is that he's not able to see it. And she's being patient by waiting for it to happen. But I just think it's like beating a dead horse, and I feel like people personally should not waste their time on certain people. Like, of course you want to be able to be by people. Sometimes people go through their hard times and they change, But when it comes to a point of where you're sacrificing your self-respect, then yeah, that's where I just feel like you should just say a prayer to God and say, if this is meant to be, it will be, and go on your own passageway. And if you guys meet up again and it happens, then it happens. But for Chris Brown and her, I do see right now she has a friend around her that is kind of trying to get her not to talk to Chris Brown at this point, because I feel like Chris Brown is very frantic when it comes to her, because now that they've singled her out in this whole situation, he's scared that if the price is right, she's gonna say some things that he doesn't want anybody to know. Which, to be honest, I don't think necessarily she would say that. I don't think she would really say anything that media doesn't already know already about him. But yeah, she really does want to help him, and she does respect him, and she's very unconditionally loyal to him. So I do see, like, I feel like there's either text messages or little calls here and there that are coming from him to her. And she has been talking to him, but she is trying to distance herself from him at this time, just because she just wants her mind to clear, because she has so much people from all different corners, different forums, personal life, professional life, social media life, that are just telling her what she should be doing when it comes in terms to taking care or dealing with this whole Chris Brown situation that she has going on. And I do feel sorry for her. A lot of people do look at her and say, oh wow, she's stupid, she's dumb, and kind of throw those kind of self-defeating words at her. But people have to understand, a lot of people that have a lot of things to say about her and what she's doing have been in her shoes before. So take this as a lesson learned for those that are out there. Don't bash her. She is human. It's really hard situation that she's going through. It's one thing to go through a situation where you are being embarrassed or being, say, I don't know, disrespected, but it's another thing when you're going through that kind of disrespect on a public standpoint where millions of people are there to spectate it. So imagine her walking into, like, wherever she goes or navigating through her personal life, and how much people kind of treat her or act her with towards her in a certain fashion of disrespect. So love and light to her, and I hope that people can kind of put themselves in her shoes and send her love and light. When it comes to so I do see that they're still talking. I feel like there's still going to be a lot of talking that's going on between her and Chris Brown. It's going to be obviously behind closed doors. I think that at the same time, you guys are kind of probably hear a little bit about it. And yeah, like, oh, sorry. I know my hair. It just looks so weird on the camera right now. And I'm just like, when I see it in the mirror, it looks amazing. But when I see myself on the camera, it's just like, what the fuck? You know? Sorry. It's not about me. We're talking about Karrueche Tran. Okay. So when it comes to Karrueche Tran, and I know a lot of people probably want to know this, her emotion or her feelings towards Rihanna. I don't feel like she has not a bad feeling towards Rihanna at all. I feel in certain senses what brought Chris and Karrueche together was the fact that they kind of experienced the same kind of thing, where you were in a relationship with somebody that it was kind of like the energies just forced you guys apart. That's where she comes in with being empathic when it comes to dealing with Chris Brown. Is because of that. So she doesn't have any jealous feelings or anything about her. She totally understands it. Like, for goddamn sake, she was a fan before and watching this whole situation go down through the media. So with that being said, like, she knew that's what comes with the territory going into it. And she just wants to be totally understanding and supportive of Chris Brown when he's going through the situation that he's going through, dealing with the loss and the breakup of Rihanna. So her personality, I would say, again, I did touch on it, but I just feel like she is genuinely a very sweet and nice girl. She's a person, sometimes she could be easily influenced, especially when it comes to gossip. There's times where people come to her and vent about their life situations, so she may add her added opinion. And see, some people sometimes kind of throw it on her, saying like, you know, you heard that Karrueche said this and this about you, and she's not a person that is very good at standing up for herself, because she can be a little bit nonchalant when it comes to situations. It's not like she's weak or she doesn't care to stand up for herself, but it's just one of those things where she's just like, well, I didn't say anything. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna argue. Like that's how she is. You know what I mean? But she's a very sweet girl. That's what I see about her. She's a very sweet girl. She means well. She wants kids. I feel like, if I'm not mistaken, I feel like there was either a pregnancy scare or an abortion that happened for Chris Brown. I think that's the part that has her bothered the most about the whole situation about this girl, because she really wanted to have a child with Chris Brown. It's not because it's Chris Brown that she's having a kid with, it's because she loves and cares for him, and she really wants to have a child that she could mother and take care of and nurture. That's what she wants. When it comes to the way she loves, again, we did touch into that a little bit before. She's a very loving person. She gives her all in her relationships. Like, she's like balls against wall when she loves you. Like, and I feel like she's been in one or two relationships. I don't want to pick up basketball. I don't know if she dated a basketball player maybe in high school or something, or somebody that played sports that really broke her heart. And she kind of holds that with her. Like, she's still she's broken too. Just as much as Chris is broken, she's broken too. And that's kind of what brought them together, to be honest. But she's definitely a person that she's very sweet, very loving, and she's a hopeless romantic. So when she loves you unconditionally. She loves her family. She loves children. She's really good with kids. She loves being around them. She loves nurturing them, taking care of them, teaching them new things. She's just a wholehearted, wholesome person. When it comes to, we're going to move into sex. When it comes to sex and Karrueche Tran, she is very submissive. We obviously know that based on her personality and stuff and what we've seen so far. She's a very submissive sexual person. So meaning her whole essence is to serve when she is engaging in sexual acts with the men that she's with. I feel like I get a sense of violation from her. So I'm not sure, maybe in a past or something like that, there was like probably some sexual assault in her life where she felt like she was sexually taken advantage of by a person. The person I'm seeing is like a darker skinned guy. He's a taller, skinny guy. I feel like he was like I get basketball again. I don't know why. I don't know if there's a basketball. I don't know. I just get basketball again. But I do get that sense of sexual abuse around her. So there you have it, guys. That makes a whole lot of sense why she is the way she is. That's why. That just came in. God damn! That just came in for me as sexual assault. Yeah. I do see that, yeah, she's very submissive when it comes to sex. She kind of makes you do the job. Not for the fact that she doesn't know what she's doing. She just wants to make you feel manly. She's a person that she does engage in sexual acts based on if you request it. So I feel like if you were a person, like a guy that wanted to do a threesome or something like that, she would do it just because you wanted to do it, but it's not necessarily because it's something that she 100% enjoys. It's more or less just to please her partner. That's just who she is, and that's how she decides to love. Yeah, so like most of all, I just see she's a very submissive person when it comes to sex. She's not a whoring type. I don't see that really about her. I see that she's very... she likes being around guys though. Like, I feel like she has girlfriends, but she connects very well with men. Because she's such a good listener. You know what I mean? And she's very assertive. So guys usually like to have her around. And she's not too bad on the eyes either. So, there's that. Also, what I do see, when it comes to sex, she's just... yeah, she's just totally like a little sex kitten, just like totally submissive, like totally. That's who she is. So let's tap into what is going on around her when it comes to Karrueche Tran. It's weird that I'm actually channeling her energy, and she's a very calm spirit. It's 2 o'clock in the morning here, a.m. I don't know where she is right now, but she must be sleeping or something. I don't know. But her spirit is very, very calm. Uh, okay, so one of my subscribers told me about the Ayanla. I'm sorry. I grew up reading some of her books and knew about who she is, but Van Zandt, I think, Ayanla Van Zandt. Sorry, her interview that she just had on OWN. Keep in mind, I did not watch the interview. I'm not a TV watcher. I'm solely an internet watcher of stuff, so I did not see the interview. So don't think that anything that I'm saying, if I say anything that comes up in that video, just know Scout's honor. I did not watch the video at all. So I do see, obviously, I see a lot of buzz going on around her. There's going to be a lot of interviews and things that are happening. I also pick up Amber Rose. I don't know why Amber Rose comes up. I don't know if she's going to reach out to her. I don't know if Amber Rose is going to mention something about her. But Amber Rose just came up. And who knows? I know Amber Rose is doing Slut Walk. And I am a number one supporter. Not number one supporter. But I'm a strong supporter of Slut Walk, by the way. Of Slut Walk, so I do see maybe she's gonna be doing something with her, but I get the strong sense that I feel like it's almost like a congregation of the women of Hollywood that have been scorned by their musicians' lovers that kind of come in and cushion each other to give each other comfort and support. I just see something like that happening for her. I do see a person that works that is a sports player. I feel like he's either a football player, or I'm just seeing football hardcore. So maybe it is football, or he plays sports like basketball. But I'm just seeing somebody that is in sports, the next person that you're going to, media is going to start to hear that she's dating. This guy, I feel like he's going to be really sweet, very nice, very comforting. But at the same time, it's going to be really hard for him to really understand exactly where she's coming from and what kind of relationship she is in. But though she will allow to be herself to be comfortable and open up herself a little bit, she's still gonna have Chris on her mind. I do see for her, I see a lot of I'm seeing things on TV. So I don't know if it's commercials or endorsements or anything like that. I do see a lot of that coming up for her. Also, I do see some events happening as well. So I feel like she's going to be probably doing club events here and there. I feel like the couple of them is going to be with other people, not totally by herself. But I do see something like that coming in for her. And I also do see something about modeling. I feel like I see a white man. He has light colored hair that's coming and approaching her about something that has to do with modeling. And I'm seeing pictures on a beach or something like that. But something like that I feel like is going to happen for her. But there's going to be a lot of opportunities that are going to be coming in for her. But at the same time, surprisingly, she's a little bit hesitant and a little bit apprehensive about taking these things because she doesn't really care about the fame. She likes the fact that she can be out and at the parties and stuff like that. Who wouldn't like that? But she's not really too caught up on the fame. She's kind of just Chris, don't leave me. It's almost like bringing a kid to an amusement park and there's so much loud crashing noises and everything is crazy and going nuts over the place, and she's kind of what do I do? That's just how she is. Even though she modeled, I feel like she modeled before or whatever the case may be, it was very subtle. She just liked to do little novelty one-off things like that. She does not really care that much for the fame. Though the fame is going to follow her, though the opportunities are going to come, that's not her main objective, is to be famous. It's absolutely not. I can vouch. Scout's honor, no. That's not what this girl's looking for. I get nursing around her. I don't know why I do get nursing. I'm not sure if she's going to go eventually get into nursing or that was a pursuit of hers that she once had. But I do get nursing around her. But I do see a lot of things happening for her. A lot of traveling. I see good things coming for her when it comes to opportunities. But at the same time, she still wants to kind of remain low key. She wants to still stay low key. She wants to be that C-list, D-list kind of celebrity. That's if I'm not sure if I'm saying the classifications right, but that is what she wants. But when it comes to Chris Brown, ultimately what she really wants from him is like an apology and some respect. I feel like there's a gift that's coming to her soon. I'm seeing something in a box. Ugh. And then after there could be a car. I don't know. But I'm seeing that in a box. I think I heard about a car though. I'm not sure. But I see like a white car. But I do also see something coming in a box to her. So he is trying to gift her, but most of all, he does feel bad. He does feel bad for how he's treating her, but he can't help but be himself. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like he almost has no control over how he treats her. She's just one of those people that people just feel the need to like shit on. You know what I mean? So yeah, I do see a lot of opportunities and good things coming to her. I see like the club thing happening. I see basketball game. I see like sporting events, things like that that's going to be coming up for her. And I do feel like she's going to get into some kind of rivalry with a female. There's going to be some beef coming up, some online beef with a female. That just came up for me. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is somebody that she's actually friends with. And this is not the baby mom. This is somebody that she considers to be a friend or she's cool with that I see coming up. So that's it for today. That's all that I have to say about Karrueche Tran. So I'm going to close this video now. I was not expecting that I could talk about one person for a half an hour, but hey, I did. But I do want to say, make sure that you guys like the House of Stars page, because I'm going to put up postings for the Ask Star portion of these videos. And I need to let people know how much people that I am reading. So if you do like House of Stars, that will keep you in the loop of exactly what is going on. Again, book your appointment, the 2020 special for House of Stars, so that you can get insight on and your reading. Again, I take e-transfer if you are in Canada. I take PayPal, and I take major credit card. So know that that opportunity is there for you, available for you. If you have any inquiries about my readings and how I do them, feel free to ask me. The form is open. You can always message me. Again, for Toronto, if you do want, or if you want to do a party, a psychic party for up to 10 people, I do psychic readings for parties where I will be coming to you. You can always book an appointment through the House of Stars at live.com email. Again, if it's a new home clearing, or you want to remove any negative energy in your space, please feel free to book an appointment with me, and I can help you out with that. So again, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch another installment of Celebrity Psychic Readings by House of Stars. May God bless you and the angels protect you. Have a good night.